All right, this is our final lesson for our solving equations chapter. We're going to do some multivariable applications. So basically what we're going to see are multiple instances of seeing our variables in our equations, and we're going to apply them into word problems. So just to kind of remind you about keywords, less is going to tell you to subtract, plus tells you to add, is means equals, more than means that we're adding, minus is going to tell us to subtract, and per in most cases is going to tell us to multiply here. Like if we say the price per thing is $5, we're going to do like $5 times how many we buy. So in example 1, hairdresser is deciding where to open her own studio. If the hairdresser chooses location A, she's going to pay $1,800 per month in rent and will charge $60 per haircut. She chooses location B, she's paying $1,200 per month in rent and will charge $45 per haircut. How many haircuts would she have to give in 1 month to break even at either location? So in order for her to break even, she's going to end up earning $0. So she's going to have to take her $1,800 per month rent and subtract off $60 per haircut. So at location A, we're talking about $1,800 per month, and we're going to go ahead and subtract the $60 per haircut X. And at location B, she's going to have $1,200 per month in her rent and subtract off the $45 per haircut there. Let's go ahead and drop a line down. If we're looking at smaller, negative 60x versus negative 45, this one's smaller, so we're going to add 60x to both sides. So those are going to cancel out. We're going to be left with 1,800 equals 1,200 plus 15x. Subtract the 1,200. So we get 600 equals 15x. Divide by 15. And we get 40. So she's going to need to do 40 haircuts at either location. So she's going to have to do 40 haircuts each month in order to just break even with just her rent. In example 2, an architect is designing a rectangular greenhouse. Along one wall is a 7-foot storage area and 5 sections for different kinds of plants. I'm thinking we might need a picture here. So one wall. So we have a 7-foot storage area. So that's 7 feet. And then 5 different sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know how long those are. On the opposite wall is a 4-foot storage area. So over, basically we can kind of divide this. Over here we have a 4-foot storage area and then 6 sections for plants. So this whole area. All of the sections for the plants are equal length. So since there's 6 of them over here and we know they're equal, that's 6x. What is the length of each wall? So since it's a rectangle, the opposite sides are going to be the same. So my first side, the 4 plus the 6x, is going to be equal to this side, which is 7 plus 5x. So in terms of x's, he's smaller. Subtract it. So I get 4 plus x equals 7. Subtract 4. So x equals 3. So what's the length of each wall? So x is just 3, which means that this part here, 6 times 3 is 18, which means the whole wall, so 4 plus 6x, if we actually plug in 3, we're going to get 4 plus 18, which is going to be 22 feet long. All right, example number 3, 18 less than 3 times a number. So we have a whole lot going on here. Here's 18, less than is going to tell us that we're going to be subtracting 3 times a number, so it's going to be 3x, is equals twice the number, 2x. Find a variable, write an equation, so x is going to be our number. So if we're doing 18 less, we're going to be doing 3x minus the 18 is equal to 2x. Subtract your 2x. So we're going to get x minus 18 equals 0 over here. Add 18. So x is 18. So the number is 18. Last couple examples here. I'm going to actually have you try number 4, and then we'll come back and we'll do 5 and 6. So in example 4, after 2 months, with the different sign-up fees, they are going to actually be equal. In example 5, a skier is trying to decide whether or not to buy a season ski pass. A daily pass costs $50. A season ski pass costs $350. The skier would have to rent skis with either pass for $25 per day. So in the daily pass, we're going to have X times that we go, and every time that we go, we're going to be paying $50, plus we're going to be paying $25 for renting our skis. With the season pass, we're going to be paying $350 for the pass, plus $25 for every time that we actually go renting the skis. So how many times would we have to go? So this right here is going to give us 75 times X equals 350 plus 25X. So we subtract our 25X. So we get 50X equals 350. Divide by 50 on both sides. So if we go more than 7 times, the season pass is now cheaper. And the last one, to get a ride from Uber, it costs a base rate of $4.50 and $1.35 per mile. So $4.50 plus $1.35X. A ride with Lyft costs a base rate of $2.75 and $1.80 per mile. How many miles can you go for the same price? So smaller X is right here. Subtract 1.35X. So we get 450 equals 2.75 plus 0.45X. Subtract your 275. The $1.75 equals 0.45X. Divide by 0.45. X is going to equal 3.8 repeating, which means you can go 3.8 repeating miles for the same price.